Imagine the opportunity to convert more of your web leads than ever before. I mean, I'm not talking about 10%, 20%. What if you can double the amount of web leads that you're converting into actual leads and conversations with your sales team? In today's episode, we're going to tell you exactly how you can go about doing this. Whether you're selling to mid-market, SMBs, or to enterprise, it works. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another great episode of the Sales Evangelist podcast. I'm your host, Donald Kelly, the Sales Evangelist. And I'm so excited for another great episode. I'm so excited to be here with you today. And on this episode, we have a fantastic guest. His name is Nicolas Vandenberghe. Nicolas is the CEO of an amazing organization called Chili Piper. Now, it's not Chili Pepper, and it's not the music band, which I love the Chili Peppers, the Red Hot Chili Peppers. This is Chili Piper. And the concept here is Nicolas want to help you and your team with your pipeline. They want to make sure you guys can generate more leads than ever before. And they have an amazing solution to do that. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our video, connect with me, Donald C. Kelly, on LinkedIn, as well as Instagram, Donald C. Kelly, as well as check out our Facebook group, the Sales Evangelizers. Links are all in the show notes. If you're in sales, you know you have tons of people coming to your site. Only a fraction of those people are actually becoming leads that the sales team's taking advantage of. How can I fix this, Nicolas?
By automating, by taking advantage of new solutions. Every so often there's a better way to do something, and in this case the better way is at least twice better, meaning that the conversion rates of our customers double. The old way, we talk about speed to lead. Speed to lead was related to the old way of doing things, meaning a form is submitted, and that's typically done in the marketing automation piece. And then what happened is that this information is to be pushed to the CRM, and then the CRM, it needs to be routed, and then somebody needs to get a notification. And that was done in another system. So typically marketing automation is not in real time sync to the CRM. So there's a few minutes delay, and then the notification, and then by the time the whole thing happens, then you're at least a few minutes into the process. And sometimes it takes people days to follow up. But that was the best they could do. So I've worked with a lot of chief revenue officers who told me, I've optimized that process. It no longer takes 3 minutes, it takes 1 minute, right? And the notification takes 20 seconds, and so they're able to call in 4 or 5 minutes, but that's still too late, right? Because you on the website submit a form, and then 4 minutes later your phone ring. Well, you may be on the next person's website. So qualification, of course, is critical, as we know, because you don't want to waste time with prospects that are just kicking tires. But nowadays, qualification can be done in an automated fashion because a lot of the data is available. For example, a typical qualification criteria is the size of the prospect, right? And that's very easy to either get from ZoomInfo or Clearbit or Apollo, one of these companies, or just ask in the form, how big is your company? So most of the qualification criteria can be easily obtained and are data-driven, and as a result, you can just automate that process. Sometimes people want to qualify on intent, so it's a bit trickier. What I mean by that is that instead of saying, I'm only going to talk to companies that have more than 100 employees, they're going to say, I'll talk to anybody, but I don't want to waste time with people who are not really interested. But that's typically doable also because you can track the anonymous visitors, right? So you can know that this prospect has been back on your site, or you can even look at the account level with solutions like Six Sense and so on, and say, this guy from Cisco has been here twice, but somebody from Cisco has been back to your site 10 times. So you know that there's a high intent from that particular company, and therefore they're qualified. So there are really no reasons now to try to get a human being involved in the qualification process, because you can do all of it online, either with a simple question or by using data augmentation technologies that's going to provide the data you need to qualify.
Any other major insights that you can give us that can help a team or someone in enterprise selling arena to convert more of those web visitors? Any thoughts on that? Last thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely. The important thing is to get them directly to the most appropriate person. So hence the subtlety of routing. And that's not as obvious as you would think, because once you have this automation, you can start playing around and changing things very quickly. So for example, some companies may think, I still want an SDR to take that first call and act as a mini account executive. Other companies may say, no, I want to go straight to the account executive. Even if you go straight to the account executive, we have companies say, I want the best leads to go to my best account executive. Then other companies says, I want to be fair, the distribution. What I really care is that everybody gets the same quality. And there are many different nuances, but the beautiful thing with an automated solution like Chili Pepper is that you can just experiment. So you can try optimize for your conversion rates, optimize for the growth of your sales team. And that's something our customers take advantage of, so that they would typically first get more meetings thanks to automation, but then they increase further the conversion rates because they're able to put the right account executive to the right person, right? So they can optimize that way. The second thing I would say is that decisions are made much faster than they used to be. So take an example. In the last, we just hired somebody to take over our analytics stack, right? So he comes on board, and all of a sudden he has to build the entire stack, right? So I don't know, maybe there's something like six different products. So I'm going to buy 6 products in 3 weeks. Me as CEO, I'm authorizing the procurement of 6 different products in 3 weeks. And that's just one department, right? I'm authorizing other products in other departments. So we're constantly buying and making decisions. And that's because with SaaS, there's the opportunity to do some people would say narrow, or would say targeted products that solve a particular problem. So the same applies to everybody. And so what we've learned to do is make decisions much faster. And what we've learned to do is to refuse wasting time, right? So I bought a car insurance today, and I sent an email saying, if you don't reply within an hour, I'll switch to another competitor. And trust me, that woman replied within 5 minutes, right? But I was going to do it. I'm not going to waste my time waiting people. So salespeople need to understand that. They need to understand that no decisions are made fast, and they're going to go to the fastest moving person.
That was Nicolas, and I highly recommend you go check out Chili Piper and all the cool stuff that they're doing. I told you the stuff was going to be good. As always, my goal here is to bring value to you so that you can succeed. I want you to find more of your ideal customers. I want you to have the knowledge and the skills to know what to say when you reach out to them. I want you to be able to have the talent and the confidence to close more deals. Most importantly, I want you to raise your mindset, raise the level of thinking, and go out and accomplish big things.